Hey guys, we have a really exciting series coming up for you. I have a special guest on this channel. Stirling Cooper is here with me to talk about your bedroom most asked question. So Stirling, why don't you introduce yourself to my audience so they get to know you a little bit more, because you've got a lot of great things to share.
For those of you who don't recognize me, my name is Stirling Cooper. I'm an award-winning adult film star. I'm also a former high-class male companion, and these days I dance around on YouTube and give guys sex advice, basically help them to please their partners in the bedroom more frequently.
It's going to be sexy. It's going to be juicy. We are not holding back, so stay tuned and tune in every week for this very special series. Okay, in today's video, we are going to talk about hand jobs and how to give them. They are pretty much one of my favorite things to talk about. I already have like a couple videos on that, but I'm really excited to get the male's perspective because I've got ideas, but obviously I don't have a cock. So we're going to see my ideas.
I have opinions on this.
We're going to see if my ideas and Stirling's opinions will, find a way to be happy together.
Look, these things need to line up. I'll tell you. I'll start off by saying, as a as someone who has worked in the adult film industry, I have been exposed to a lot of different techniques from various different women in the hand job arena, and unfortunately, I have to say that most women, even most professional women, are really hit and miss with their technique. So Céline, I'm hoping that you can educate women everywhere, and we can raise the caliber of hand jobs.
Well, I'm gonna tell you first what not to do, because I see that all the time when I work with couples and I help them with what they're doing in the bedroom, and I see like honestly jerking on him and trying to go like really fast, really quick, or doing it mindlessly is the thing not to do. Just because you've seen him masturbate like this, that's not how he wants you to touch him.
That's really that. I'm glad you said that. Some women will come in and they'll treat your penis like a whack-a-mole machine,
right?
Or something, and it's like, because for the women who are listening to this, like, yeah, some guys might masturbate kind of furiously, but we know exactly like what pressure to do it at and what pace to do it at and where to stop on the shaft, etc. Like, there's all these things that we're doing that we're kind of unconsciously we're not even really aware of them. If you come in there and it's just like but frantic, it's typically way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I 100% agree. Yes. Keep going.
I'm doing good. I am a big fan of using lube or oil because I think it adds to the experience rather than doing it dry. Again, people do what they want, but I like it because it allows me to use less pressure and to be able to glide and do different moves without pulling the skin or hurting my partner.
Absolutely. Nothing worse than a dry hand job.
Thank you. And saliva can work and stuff, but I feel like, good oil that will go a long way, or good lube, it just allows you to play for longer. I think too, when it comes to hand job, like, honestly, it's not about getting him off as quickly as possible. I think there's so much more to taking him on waves of pleasure, because most people go for the explosion right away, but you don't have time to build enough pleasure. So if you get him and start to tease him, and so you get him close to his edge and bring the energy back down, and close to his edge and back down, he's gonna come to a place of like anticipation and like throbbing desire, and he'll be like putty in your hands, and there's this beautiful dynamic, and there's so much more to it when you've taken your time and you did not just give like him the 2 minutes hand job, but took him on this ride of pleasure.
I like what you're saying there about like kind of like, because or teasing it, right? Like, but that also ties into not just frantically, doing your thing, but being treat the penis nicely,
Yes.
And absolutely, I agree with the lube. But the idea of like it, because it's foreplay, like a hand job is foreplay, so it's like it's an opportunity to get the guy super like excited. I know the times that I've been with a woman who actually does know what she's doing with her hands, it is like that. It's sensual, it's slower, it's teasing, and it gets you as the guy like super excited and like right on the edge, like rock hard, ready to rock and roll. But it wouldn't be the same if you were just trying to sort of rush through the experience. That's the build up and the anticipation and the tease is absolutely like a key ingredient in a good hand job, in my opinion. So I agree. Again, you're nailing it. You're doing great.
Okay, keep going. I'm going to bring in a controversial subject and aspect in the hand job. I'm a big fan of including testicles. I think you want to include everything. You want to work on the perineum because there's a lot of tension. You want to release tension there. You want to do like vibration, shaking, pressure, just to get him to really relax and come into his body. You want to include the balls because they never get touched, and do some gentle pulling, stretching. Again, it's gentle. Again, it's just to be like activating the whole area. I mean, testicles are responsible for the manufacturing of the testosterone. So just massaging his balls will increase his testosterone. So you want to include that. And you want to include all of the penis, not just give like the head or the top. Like you've got two hands. You work at the base, you work on the shaft, you can do two different movements. So it's not just like one thing. One hand can do something at the bottom, the other hand does something else on top, You can use your thumbs going up and down, and you can have one hand on the cock and your other hand can massage the rest of his body so that it becomes more of a full body experience and allows him to get into a full body orgasms because you're helping him to move beyond just the cock and start to include the whole body.
I will agree. That last point is really, really important. And that's something I whenever I'm working with a girl on set, and it makes a massive difference. And maybe this is just me, but now that you've said that, it's obviously not just me. But when a woman, like, be it a hand job or a blow job, whatever it is, if she is touching like the back of my legs or my thighs or whatever at the same time, it makes it, for some reason, just touching the legs makes it such a better like experience. It makes it kind of weird. It makes it almost like more intimate, maybe more intimate, more passionate. I feel like she's more into it. Like I think that she's more into it when she is touching my like thighs and legs and stuff whilst she's doing a hand job or a blow job. So maybe that's got something to do with it. And then balls, I'm all about that. I agree with the balls. One technique I've seen a lot of my co-stars use on me before is like if she's got like nails of any length, then like using like just what would you call it, like kind of almost like tickling, but not really trying to tickle, but just like stroking,
scratching, kind of.
But not actually scratching. I don't know how you describe it, but like running the nails along the ball always felt really good for me. I was like, damn, she knows what she's doing. And another thing I'll throw in there is like what's the correct word for it? The frenulum. The part of like what we used to describe it as like the banjo string, right? Like if a girl pays attention to the banjo string on the underside of the head of the penis, technical term for it is the frenulum, with either a tongue or like a thumb or something, that's a girl who knows the male body. She knows what she's doing. She knows her way around the guy's body. And I'm like, aha, I found a keeper. This one's like, she knows what she's doing. We're gonna have a good time here. So again, ladies, these little details will make you a hand job expert. But keep listening to Céline, because Celine's doing a great job here. Like, you got any more bombs, magic tips to drop on us here? Because these are all sound fantastic to me. I mean, like, I've got lots of reference points to confirm or deny whether this advice is good or not.
Awesome. I think love what you do, and you don't have to have a million different moves, but just have like 3 to 5 moves that feel good. Pay attention. Is he enjoying it? Is he, like, watch your partner and love what you're doing. And if you do that, he's going to be happy. It's not so much about having like so many different techniques. It's just about putting your heart into it, being present, and just like trying to give him a
Put
good
your
time.
heart into it. I love that.
Yeah. This is the most important thing you're doing, and be there for it.
No, look, there's nothing worse than an unenthusiastic hand job. It's just a dry, unenthusiastic, like,
Or a pity one.
a pity hand job. No one wants a pity hand job. I mean, come on. Put your heart and put your back into it. Put your heart and soul into it. I completely agree.
And if you want to surprise him, and you guys know how to do that, and it will be the topic of another video, give him a prostate stimulation at the same time, because cock and prostate can be absolutely mind-blowing when done properly.
Oh, that is a video for an entirely different day. That is a whole nother
Whole.
level of whole other level of expertise she needs to master to pull that kind of stuff off.
Absolutely. But we still had to throw it in there, because for those who know, then they can give it a try for sure.
You're piquing everyone's curiosity. I like it. Well, look, Sterling Cooper approves of Celine's hand job tips. As an industry professional, as a man who's received numerous hand jobs professionally, I can 100% confirm that everything you've just said leads to, at least in my experience with my penis, leads to a fun time. So pay attention.
Yes, I am so glad. We hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and Sterling's channel as well. And watch a few more videos while you're at it.